Hello, my name is Nell, and I have things to say about disability, chronic illness, and mental health. I live with all of these things, and in my videos on my channel, I talk about these things. I talk about them to create a safe space for other people who experience these things to hear them spoken about freely. No taboos, no TMI. I also want to create a safe space for people who don't experience these things to be able to learn about them, ask questions that they might not feel welcome or safe asking anywhere else. If that sounds like something that interests you, I would love it if you would subscribe to this channel. Come back every Wednesday when I upload new videos. Let me know what you think of my videos in the comments section, and if you know of anyone who would benefit from or enjoy one of my videos or the whole channel, please feel free to send them a link. Today I want to talk about how sometimes I feel so completely and utterly trapped in my wheelchair. Now, I know that my wheelchair is meant to be, and truly is, a symbol and a mode of freedom for me. I mean, without it, I would be a complete burden upon the people around me. I know that's not politically correct to say as a disabled person that I would be a burden, but without a wheelchair, I would be. I would have to be carried absolutely everywhere. I would be utterly bedbound, and I would have to be carried to the toilet, to the couch, to the shower, to absolutely everywhere. I would probably be left in bed most of the time if I didn't have access to a wheelchair. So I know that it is my ticket to the rest of the world. However, it still leaves me feeling trapped a lot of the time. Last week I was taking my dog for a walk with my partner, and we were walking on the other side of the road than what we usually do. And it was getting a little bit soggy. So I thought I would cross from where we were onto the tarmac, and I was sure that this little bit of grass was solid enough. Looked a little bit sloppy before and after, but I was sure that this little stretch of grass was okay. So I zoomed across it in my power wheelchair, and I slowed down, and I felt my wheel start to sink, and my heart sank with it. My right wheel seemed to be okay, but my left wheel sank about 2 or 3 inches deep into the mud. Thank God my partner was there, because he was able to help me out of that hole. I was bogged. I was very much bogged. And we got me home, and we had to hose down my wheel. We had to scrub my wheel to get the mud off. As the night wore on, the leftover mud that we couldn't see in the wheels was drying and then caking off, and so we had to constantly clean the floor. And that night I was just overwhelmed with fear, because I thought, what if I'd been there myself? I would have just been bogged. I would not have been able to get out of that hole by myself, which means I can't walk my dog by myself. I can't walk my dog by myself, but I also can't just go wandering by myself. I can't enjoy the day. I can't enjoy the outdoors by myself, just in case I get bogged. Because it's not as simple as getting your shoe stuck in the mud and slipping your shoe off and going home. I could get stuck in a hole and not be able to get out until somebody else finds me. It also brought on the reminders of all the other things I can't do. I can't actually leave the house by myself. I can't get into a car. I can't physically get into a car without somebody else's assistance. I can't actually get into a car unless it's completely modified for me. But I can't just think, I want to go to the store and get something and sit down and get it. I have to ask somebody else. I can't go anywhere by myself. I haven't been out of the house by myself in 11 years. Think about that. As an adult, I want you to think about that. Anytime you just get a craving for food and you get into your car, or even just get out of your house and catch a bus on your own, just think about not doing that for a decade. I am trapped in this wheelchair because this wheelchair can't get into regular buses. Not in this area because none of them are fitted for that reason. But even if they were, once I'm out, I still need assistance, so I can't just go anywhere. I am so trapped. It's something to remember. If you have a friend or a loved one who uses a wheelchair, that just because they have a wheelchair doesn't mean the whole world has just opened up for them again. They are still going to feel trapped from time to time, a lot of the time, because they are going to have fears of what if they get bogged? What if they get a flat tire out on their own? There are so many things that stop us from doing things on our own because there is so much fear. So I still very much feel trapped, even though I have what people see as a ticket to freedom for a disabled body like mine. That's all for this one. Thank you so much for watching. Bless.